Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm the Book Geek, also known as Kiava, and this is my Christmas book haul. So this will be my last book haul of the year. I look a mess in this video. I am currently battling COVID. So, I'm having a bad hair day because I do not feel well enough to do my hair. And I've had COVID headaches the entire time. Right now, somehow, I don't have a headache. So I figured I better come on here and record while I can. Any other time, I am in bed because it feels like my head is going to explode. So that's how I spent my Christmas. I hope everyone else managed to have an okay holiday, much better than mine, because I spent my entire holiday season sick. But anyway, back to the books. Now, because I'm not feeling 100%, I don't want to go through and give in-depth synopsis or summaries about any of these books. First up is a sci-fi horror book, which in the new year, I want to get more into sci-fi and more into fantasy. So I'm going to be buying more of those type of books. But anyway, the title of this book is Parasite. Now, it's supposed to be a parasitic alien that wears its victims' skin. It mimics the way they talk, the way they look, the way they act. It's the perfect disguise. And by the time humanity realizes it's facing extinction, it's already too late. Speaking of sci-fi and fantasy, I also picked up Leviathan Wakes. And for some reason, I never put two and two together, but I think the show The Expanse is based off this book series. I'm going to be tackling this book next year. I want to get into sci-fi and fantasy so very badly. I've read some sci-fi books here and there, some fantasy books here and there, but next year, you'll see in my goal video, I'm going to talk about how I want to read more sci-fi and fantasy, and I definitely want to read this. This is a very popular sci-fi book, so I don't want to go into it, but it is a long series, and I think it is a completed series as well, which is even better. I also got Razor Blade Tears. This is one of the books I got for Barnes & Noble during their 50% off on hardback books. And this is a good old-fashioned revenge story, okay? We have these two fathers, one black, one white. Their sons were in a relationship and they were murdered. Now, these two fathers have teamed up to go out together and find out who's responsible for their son's murder. I love revenge stories. Actually, if you know of any more revenge stories that I can read, put them down in the comment section because I'm always looking for a good old-fashioned revenge story. The next book I have here is My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. Very popular horror author. This is another horror book of his. I've heard mixed reviews on this one, but I still want to read it nonetheless. I also got I Am Legend by Richard Matheson. There was a movie based on this book. And of course, this is a horror book. In this book, Robert Neville is the last man around. He's not truly alone because there are bloodthirsty, nocturnal creatures lurking in the shadows, and they are watching him. They're watching and waiting. And I can't wait to read this one. I think I'm going to read this one early next year. I also got Nothing But Blackened Teeth. This is a haunted house horror story. It says, a gorgeously creepy haunted house tale steeped in Japanese folklore. All right, here goes a popular one that I hear so many people talking about. That is the reason why I picked it up, because it is so hyped. I hear So many people raving about this book. I haven't heard any bad remarks or reviews about this book, and that is Jade City by Fonda Lee. This is the first book in the Greenbone saga, and this is another fantasy book. I also got Beneath a Bethel. This is a small little novella. It is a dark horror fantasy set in a harsh, snow-covered city that hides its brutality with pageantry. I really, really love this cover. I also picked up this short horror story, Inheriting Her Ghost. Apparently in the story, Eudora learns that she is the sole heir of her estranged great aunt's seaside manor, and it's gonna come along with some dark secrets. This next book, the movie, is one of my favorite movies that I've watched this year, and that is The Devil All the Time. I watched this movie on Netflix. I absolutely loved the movie, and I just had to have the book. I highly, highly recommend the movie. I don't want to get into the plot because it's a little intricate. It's following several different characters over the course of several different years. It's really, really good. And the next one is also a movie that I recently watched, and that is There's Someone Inside Your House. I also got The Companion. I think this was one of my anticipated books of this year. It's another horror story. You know, I love my creepy stuff. And Margot is living in a group home. Her family was killed, and she gets handpicked deliberately by a certain family. But she got handpicked to be a companion to their silent, mysterious daughter, Agatha. And, you know, people think that she's so lucky to have gotten picked by this certain type of family and whatnot. But things are not as good as they seem. Margot's bad dreams may have stopped when she came to live with Agatha, but the real nightmare has just begun. I also got Firekeeper's Daughter. This cover, oh my God. This cover is gorgeous, magnificent. I actually got a chance to be in a live interview during the cover reveal for this book, and I got to ask the author a couple of questions, which was great. This is another one that I don't want to go into the plot because it's a lot to explain. But it has been on some people's favorites of the year, so I can't wait to read this one. I think there's a little bit of a mystery in this book as well. Took the author like 10 years to write this book. It's a labor of love. But the last book here is a children's book. If you know me or have seen any of my videos, you know I love children's books, that I'm currently building a library of children's books, especially illustrated picture books. And so this one, I follow this artist on Instagram, and I just love his artwork, and I just thought this book was so beautiful. And that's the 1619 Project, Born on the Water. Oh my God, this book is so magnificent. I mean, look how pretty. Just love that. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are all the books I got for the holiday season. It's the last book haul of the year, my Christmas book haul. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.